I'm Sarah Cook, and I'm a curator for Neon Digital Arts Festival here in Dundee. And at the McManus, we're looking today at the postcards from Valentine's. Valentine's was a photography studio that started here in Dundee in 1851 and produced postcards, particularly picture postcards. And what I've learnt about Valentine's is that postcards were so popular from about 1902 that in a 5-year period, millions of them were sent. And the Postal Service delivered up to 6 times a day, so that was not unusual to get postcards all day long. The other thing that happened in 1902 was that the Postmaster General allowed postcards to be divided on the back so that you could put both your address and a message. But the reason we're talking about postcards is because we're looking at them as something that has been increasingly replaced by digital technology. And so the idea of having a photograph of somewhere that you've been and then sharing that with your friends, you no longer have to wait for the post to arrive 6 times a day. You send it immediately. And in this book, The Fourth Dimensional Human, the author talks about the idea of writing a postcard and sitting next to it, looking at it, annoyed that it hasn't replied yet, in the same way that you might sit and look at your phone when you've sent a text message and anxiously await for the reply. And so this idea of being a fourth dimensional human sort of suggests the fact that we're changing our understanding of time. And I think postcards also represent that change in our understanding of time as we've moved from, I don't know, a feeling that you would wait for something to happen to this need for it to happen instantaneously. And Neon Digital Arts Festival has invited lots of artists to look at time and to think about time in relation to our lifespans. These postcards become nostalgic in that you think about who wrote them and what's happened to them since, and you remember the holiday. So they serve the same purpose, perhaps, as an Instagram photo does today. But you're not likely to be able to pick up and hold your Instagram photo 100 years from now, or to read the message that your granny wrote about having a lovely time and walking to Glom's twice a day. You're unlikely to do that. But we are talking to artists who are looking at how our lives are documented digitally and how the digital might be preserved. And so maybe future museums will have within them some of these digital archives as well as these physical postcards.